Okay. Hi everyone. Hi Simar, how are you doing? Hey, hi everyone. Hi to everyone who's joined here. So, okay, I'll restart. So we've been up to for something new as always. We've started. I'm just going to give you quick updates on what's happening at the wedding school. We have been, providing things, knowledge, everything regarding wedding planning up until now. And we're very proud to say that this year we've started the design and decor course, and the response has been overwhelming. It's amazing how people really want to get into the design and decor space, and I'm myself somebody who loves designing and decor. So I think it's pretty fun, and I was looking forward to having somebody during my time who would teach me design and decor like this. But I'm really glad that I'm part of a team that does that now. Hi Bini, how are you doing? Hey guys. So today I'm going live with Shreya. She's one of our TWS tribe members, and I'm super excited to invite her. She has been somebody who was already running her event and wedding planning company in Amritsar. It's a very small city where the exposure to this industry is really less. However, as a very young talent, she managed to get into the planning mode very quickly. And even then, she planned. She thought it's required to get knowledge. Her running company was already in progress, and she was in her last second batch, I think. And after that, I think things have been just better in her entrepreneur life. So I'm just going to accept Shreya's request. uh, I don't know if it's accepted. Okay, perfect. Finally. Hi
Hi,
Shreya.
how are
How are you
you?
doing?
Very well.
I'm awesome. Okay, guys, we have Shreya here with us. Quick update about her life. She's herself getting married very soon. And she's been busy with a lot of wedding shopping. So, thank you for doing this today. Thank you for taking us time for us, and welcome.
Pleasure is all mine.
So, guys, I'll tell you, like I was telling about Shreya, she's somebody who's been running her own wedding planning and event management company in Amritsar called the Team Vibe. And I've seen her work. I keep stalking and knowing what she's up to, and she's always up to something. And she's got her hands into so many things, designing, styling, I don't know what not. So, kudos to that, and Shreya, kudos to you for starting something so nice in a city like Amritsar. So,
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you so much.
So Shreya, tell me something. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? You did the course with us into wedding planning and management.
Yeah.
I think last to last batch. And tell me what have you been up to after that?
So basically, it's been 10 years I am into event planning, but I started planning weddings just 2 years back. And I always, because I am from Amritsar and I just learned what I learned through my experience, I really wanted a
Right.
professional side to it. And
Yeah.
I did not want anybody to come and tell me, you don't know about this. So I always wanted to have the upper hand in what I'm doing. So I came
Doing, yeah.
across the wedding school, and obviously I joined the course, and it was the most amazing experience of my life. Uh, and I learned so many. I was actually skeptical before I had to join the course that are they going to teach me what I already know, because what else is there in the industry
Is
and
there
this
to
and
learn?
that.
Yeah.
But and I was constantly asking this while registering myself. But I went with it, and once I finished the course, I thought I didn't even know 10% of it, and
Yeah.
I learned so many things, and I definitely utilized it, and I multiplied my business after doing my diploma from the wedding school in every field actually, and I was able to train my team better because we don't have this sort of exposure in Amritsar at all.
Yeah.
So slowly, gradually, everybody like the best of the family started booking their weddings with us because whatever I had learned from the
Wow.
wedding school was something which nobody else is offering here. Yeah,
Wow, that is lot said. I so feel the point when you said that I can train my team better. I feel so proud
yeah,
listening to that because it's like guys, a lot of times people are very skeptical on the online course situation with the industry, and we as a team used to literally sit, absorb on how much online can somebody grab, and experiment with those things. And it's so glad to see that with us being online, we can actually reach out to cities like Amritsar, where people like you can teach further. So hats off for you to even say that you're teaching more people what you have learned. So
I
yes,
was really
kudos to that.
happy. I shouldn't say this, but I was really happy that lockdown happened. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got access to the wedding school sitting in Amritsar.
We are glad too that the lockdown happened and we got
Yeah,
to meet you guys. You all are so guys personally experiencing. I mean, I'm somebody very young in the industry. I've been around for a long time, decent enough time, and it's so fun to see that okay, there are so many young people who are so passionate and who are as passionate as you are, and they just want to go out and slay the market. And I think that's the coolest thing I've ever come across, as a professional, to be able to be in a space where I'm teaching and I'm learning from you guys as well. I mean, there were times
yeah.
when Shreya would just throw questions in the lecture and she'll be like, Natasha ma'am, I have a question. And I'll be
I
like,
know.
okay, can I answer this? Would I know the answer? It was a crazy process because I used to myself start having questions on what you guys used to question. So I think
Yeah.
nothing like it.
I feel
So sure.
learning from our seniors is growth is constant. So before I joined the wedding school, I thought, I know everything about it. But when I joined the wedding school, I felt like roles were reversed. Like when I'm with my team, I'm bossing around, and when I was in the wedding school, I was always getting bashed up for the
Busted.
mistakes that I make. Yeah, but overall, it was a great experience. The final presentation that we did, uh, we had a evident change in all of us.
In all of that. I
Yeah,
in fact love seeing the transition. Because I'm somebody who is in touch with you guys through the day one of you guys joining, and it's so beautiful to see everyone's journey. Wherein that first assignment that you guys are given, from that to the last
yeah,
presentations that you all present, it feels like there are two different humans all together. ये
yeah.
आपने नहीं बनाया,
Exactly.
ये किसी और personality ने
True,
बनाया.
true.
It feels like that, and it's amazing how that happens. Okay, we
Yeah.
have too many people here. Hi guys, hi everyone who's here. Guys, please feel free to drop in questions. I and Shreya are going to keep chatting. So if there's anything that we can help you guys with, we'll be more than happy to do that. Shreya is our student from one of our online batches. So if you guys got any questions when it comes to as a testimony or just want to know as a person who might want to get into the industry, please drop in questions for us. Okay, Shreya, tell me, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? What was the last project you did? Tell me something about any of your bigger projects that you must have done.
So I've been planning weddings recently because I think that is top of all. But I planned an exhibition in Amritsar, and
Okay.
it was the only show where we had dogs were allowed. So people got their pets
Okay.
along, and they could shop along with their pets. It was a dog friendly
Then,
event. We had live music, we had food court, and lots of shopping from different states of India.
and
So
did
it
you
was,
manage that alone? Like the team wide did the manage the exhibition alone?
yeah. In fact, I would like to share this. We were taught a lot
Wow.
about SOS in the wedding school, and I was never aware of, always having backups. I remember Maisha ma'am shared an experience where it rained and you all had to ship the wedding in the day of the exhibition. And we did not have the rain forecast throughout the month, but on the day of the exhibition, we had a rain forecast for the next day. And I I got yours and I shifted the whole exhibition into the banquet on that very day. And
Wow, I'm so
people
proud of
still
listening to
came.
that.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I'm so glad. I hope Marisha ma'am and Sharon are listening to this one. It's such a nice,
yeah,
this smile is so genuine right now because I can imagine you being there and
yeah,
executing it, and I'm very sure you must have nailed it in house. So kudos to you,
yeah, yeah.
really.
It was amazing.
So I mean, it's really nice that what you have done, Shreya, is whatever you learned from the wedding school as a wedding industry, you have tried applying that to all of your businesses. Whether it comes to,
Yeah.
like, Shreya runs a lot of other things also. She's a super multi-talented person. So it's amazing how you're applying the BD, the marketing, the sales, your knowledge of social media to all your handles,
Yeah.
to your businesses. Of course, what you've learned from the weddings, whatever you've learned as client servicing
Even the
person,
presentation, the
the
way you
presentation
guys
style.
taught us how to present ourselves. I had never made PowerPoint presentations while pitching, but now I make it a point that whenever I go to a client, no matter big or the wedding is big or small, I always create a presentation. And it's very new for them that a vendor in Amritsar is coming, taking this
Wow.
approach. So,
And you're giving big time competition, I'm sure. You see, that's where the idea of creating contributors started, from the fact that we want to create contributors who make our industry look more respected, more looked at as a profession, as a full-time profession. And I think when you do this, when you set a certain bar for people, it's something else, because now you have put people in a position where they have to make a nice presentation
I
and
am
present to
sure there
clients.
are a lot of students from the wedding school all over India, but in
Yeah,
Amritsar, I guess I'm the only one who's actually
you're the only
executing it.
one.
So I have the monopoly. Like there's no competition sort, but it's just us who has this approach towards our clients because of
TWS
what we
Pride
learn.
rocks.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, guys. Any other questions if anyone has got? I'm just seeing the chat. Hi everyone. Anjali has asked, Shreya, आप कहाँ से हैं? Okay, guys. Anjali, Shreya is from Amritsar. I think you're born and brought up in Amritsar.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I'll be in
And
Amritsar for a while.
nice. Oh, we have Marisha ma'am here. Hi, ma'am. How are you doing? I
Hello,
hope
ma'am.
you're going good. Okay. So, Shreya, tell me something. I have a very interesting question which I've kept since the longest time for you, which is that, guys, when we were doing our online classes, Shreya was somebody who was also working, and she was doing weddings and other events at the same time. And I think there was one curious student in the class, that was Shreya, because she would keep asking questions, or the lectures would get over and she'd keep pinging, ma'am, how to do this, or how does this, what if this happens, and what will happen? All kind of permutation combinations were her questions. And it was so nice to see that she was actually applying them at her events. It was so good. So Shreya, tell me something about how was your experience to be able to learn something and then to be able to execute it. Did it work for you? How was the
Yeah,
transition from
definitely.
absorbing to executing?
I think in every aspect, be it hospitality or how we approach our client. And I remember Marisha ma'am telling us that you should make minute to minute notes so that you don't forget what all the client mentioned. So I always take a intern or somebody with me to my meetings. So I make sure they make minute to minute notes, which I never did before. And even in hospitality, there's always a professional touch after you have learned it in a certain way.
Right.
And I think everything, even in the production, I remember in the production we were taught that if you are supervising a decor, it is not just your role that you replicate the decor, but if you are a TWS student, you have to make sure that अगर कहीं से एक wire भी बाहर आ रही है, you have to get that hidden. So now I am so particular that my vendors are like, वो दिख नहीं रहा है. I said, I don't care वो आपको दिख रहा है कि नहीं. You have to hide that in some way.
You have to
Because,
hide that.
yeah, so many little things are with me, and the more we do it, it becomes a habit, and I
It
think
becomes a habit.
it forms an OCD in us in general also,
Yes.
about being very particular.
Yeah, and in the market as well, if you're doing something so neat and clean, it will get noticed, and people would want to do it too, and the clients would start expecting it too. So those are the detailings that nobody tells you. You know, it's something that you get when you're taught is when you know about it, when you start noticing it. And I think even with the design and decor course, we started with a simple idea that there is so much to teach in decor and design that it just cannot be done with just few sessions or just by being on field. Even with paperwork, I remember how we would teach you doing the paperwork. It's so important, guys, when I'm on both the sides, whether it's decor or wedding planning, that one paperwork just does so much more than it looks. So I think learning that and having that is the best example. And the way the curriculum has been designed, the thought was always that you have to you have to know how is it visualized, how is it produced, how is it portrayed, and all of that happens when you're talking about design and decor. Please drop us questions. Okay, Sweetie ma'am is asking. Okay, one of our members is asking, I want to know more about the design and decor course. Okay, I'll tell you about the course in a very simple language. Okay, I'm not going to get into it at all technicalities. You see a certain space is when you start thinking that okay, you need something. You understand the client's taste. You know how just and yeah. Yeah, so I was saying, the time you understand a client, knowing what do they want, is when you start thinking about decor. Knowing the planner's need, knowing what all are the possibilities of being executed. The course covers right from knowing what you want to do, what are you trying to do, visualizing something, putting it on a mood board, from that putting it on papers, and from that being able to produce, knowing about fabrics, florals, technicals, production. And I know I just got into the technical bit, but this is exactly how much it is too much to not know. And yeah, that's why I think we start the design and decor course, especially with clients being so updated, brides being on Pinterest at all times. I think it's become a necessity to be able to not just copy someone's work, but to be able to think newer beyond just Pinterest reference pictures. So yeah, that's what we started with, and we're starting our course on 16 July. The batches begin on 16 July for both wedding planning and design and decor, and we will then get into the course details. We have a hybrid and a live course, which has a difference of number of sessions. And to know more about the fees and what is the structure like, please, I think Sharon is in the chat. Please message us on the wedding school's handle and we'll be able to help you. Feel free to reach out to my personal handle and ask me questions if you've got any. So that's that. And lastly, Shreya, I would want to ask you that what do you think that as somebody who has done the course and now executing the final things, what has the change been like? Where do you see the professionalism and walked in?
I would say it's in every category, every single category. I cannot mention one specific thing, especially during lockdown happened. As you mentioned, the design course, I think it's very important because due to lockdown, the venues were changed due to lesser gatherings, and we had to convert houses into something because it's a once in a lifetime thing for them. So it has to be very special. So even in lockdown, weddings were happening, but we had to convert their houses into something according to their taste. So their decor played a major role, and being able to customize everything. I am mentioning this again and again. The presentation, I think, has a great role for me because our team is specialized in different things, no doubt. But when I go to the client completely relies on me. They haven't met the team before while I'm getting the booking done.
Yeah.
So how I present myself has a lot to do with if I'll get the booking or not. So I think the wedding school is in a package that within a few months we got to learn about every category, not just hospitality or not just production, not just decor, not just catering. Especially, we were exposed to the specialized people from every specific industry, and we were able
Of
to
course.
connect with them. And I think what has helped me the most, obviously, education is one thing, but the experiences that Natasha ma'am you have shared, or Manisha ma'am has shared, or Sir has shared, everybody, I would say, the experiences that were shared in the middle, that how did you handle those situations, has helped me a lot. Because I think relatable situations come to all of us in one way or
Yeah.
another. So,
You're learning from someone's mistake. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That has helped me the most. So,
Awesome. Very well said, Shreya. And I think it goes likewise. Like I said, when you raise questions, we learn as well, you know, and
yeah.
problems are endless. We all know that one wedding can never have the same number of problems or the same exact problem. So that way it gives us a lot of chance to be able to know what more can happen and what more can be taught to everybody. So that's something very interesting. And are you in touch with the rest of the tribe or any of the tribe members? Are you guys friends, or you're just on
Yeah,
your own doing business?
Mira called me some time back, like we all are connected, obviously. If we have an event somewhere
Awesome.
and we can help each other with something. And also, I would like to mention one of the most favorite lessons that I have had was when Marisha ma'am taught us there's a method to madness. So you should never think that, what kind of a crazy idea is that? How will I, even do that? So I've had
Yeah.
Punjabi brides doing big fat Indian weddings, giving me weirdest of ideas. But then I
Yeah.
remember there's always a method to madness. And then I try to figure it
Wow.
out that, yeah, we can do this. And I think only a planner can help you do this. You cannot do this on your own.
Very well said, Shreya. And I hope ma'am is listening to this. Method to madness is one of her takiya kalam
Yeah,
that way. so,
that is the
so
best
I'm sure
part.
she's super proud.
Even all of my
Awesome.
team knows this term now, this method to madness. Like, I have made all of them aware that, no, never say no, always try to apply a method because it's the day.
Yes, yes. And there's always a way to achieve it. You just got to
Yeah,
put your brains and heart into it to get it.
yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, ma'am has written, wow, this is going to inspire Nats and us to keep teaching. So glad that the TWS tribe is implementing it all. Yes, ma'am, absolutely. And I think with your and Sharon's continuous guidance on counselings, on continuous feedbacks, and though as much as everyone hates it, I think those feedbacks come so much back to you and y'all. I mean, guys, to be very honest, I personally look up to Sharon and Marisha ma'am for guiding and training someone not just for their educational perspective, but also molding their entire personalities. I've seen personality change from how, and that inspires me to keep learning and growing across whatever is happening around the madness around. So there's a lot of counseling, a lot of guidance, a lot of feedbacks and reworkings that happen before you finally become. And that way, it's really nice that Shreya. I don't know if you know uh, that ma'am and Sharon are always hunting out and to help the ex students, to help you guys with
Yeah,
stuff. And we have this very cool community that only limited people get to be a part of called the TWS tribe,
true.
where where anyone needs anything, we're just a step away because we're just situated in so many diverse cities across. So
Right.
again, something I really enjoy and look up to. It's like a very trendy way of staying in touch with you guys. So
And a group also, like it has endless opportunities.
yeah, yeah. I mean, guys, we honestly, I think we're 7 batches down, and it's so nice to see that even students from batch one just come back asking and just talking, sharing their experiences. In fact,
Yeah,
like it's funny how 5 years back, students from 5 years back are asking for help with our current batch, you know, and they're able to cater to each other.
Yeah.
So I think that community itself says a lot about us as a youth, you know, trying to help each other. So absolutely. Shreya, anything else? Anything else you want to say, convey, tell to our viewers, or talk to me,
Uh,
ask me? I mean, more than happy.
I would like to say that everybody who's watching and is still confused about whether to take a course or not. I was in the same, I was in a similar situation, but I would say go for it because it's the most righteous decision that I made, and it's always good to be a professional. I think nobody can come and question you with, I know this in a better way. Being in a place where you are handling the whole wedding, you cannot compromise on education at all. It's very important.
Very well said. Okay, so I think it's time. We've spoken enough, and
Yeah.
I'd like to thank you once again and all the very best. We're one call away for any kind of help you need, anything that we can do for you in Amritsar, and we're looking forward to meet you. We couldn't see you at the convocation, but I hope you
Yeah,
will
I mean,
someday, and
definitely.
we get to meet you.
Very soon.
Okay, I think now you can continue your wedding shopping.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you.
Okay, bye Shreya. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you to everyone who's been here. That was Shreya with us. I hope you all got to know a little more about how wedding school works. And guys, if you have more questions, we do a counseling session every Saturday at 11 o'clock, where there's a detailed understanding on what and how do we conduct our courses, the classes, anything with related. If you're confused, you want to get into the industry, if you're somebody who's looking for a career switch, and any other question with regards to how does the wedding school operates and how can you get into the industry, please join us on our counseling session on Saturday. Please DM us on the wedding school, and we'll share the details of the Zoom link, and yeah, that should help you out. Okay, I'm gonna now pass off, and have a good evening, everyone. Bye. I'll see you next week with another TWS tribe member, and we have a lot more in store. So stay tuned. We're updating every day on our Instagram handle on what's happening, anything and everything about the school, the faculty, the classes, and a lot more. So stay in touch with us, and I'll see you next week. Bye, everyone.